going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show, where I am always your wonderful host, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and joined by my wonderful co-host. Who are you today?
Normal.
Bam! Normal, y'all. His name is Normal, for real. All right. Also, right?
Normal.
But not that normal. It's not spelled that way. But, you know, hey.
It's not spelled like that.
Right?
Shout out to Normal.
Shouts out. There you go. Shouts out.
Wow.
And if you have not joined them, go ahead and sign up and get your membership. How about it? All right. Well, I'm glad you all have tuned in for another episode. We have a wonderful, quick show today. And you know what we're doing? We're celebrating the wonderful festivities of the month. So shouts out to Christmas, everyone. Christmas, yes. The birth of Christ is next week. So they say that's today. And then Hanukkah is coming up, right? And also Kwanzaa is coming up. So we want to get prepared if we celebrate those holidays. If not, you know, you could save a little money, you know, by, you know, not indulging in spending, but you'll talk about that later. It's always great to give, and so we had a wonderful week of giving, and we just got back into town, so shouts out to all of our family and friends that we saw this weekend. All right, love and blessings. And then also, and thanks to Toys for Tots for the wonderful toy donation that we received this week. So yes, we have been busy. Very, very busy. Shouts out to all of the families and the children who received toys. And also just to let everyone know that we will be having a toy drive, a toy giveaway, on Friday afternoon from 5 to 8.
Yep.
Yes, that was wonderful. Shouts out to your sister Lisa. Yeah. All right, and so this is our giveaway here in Georgia on this Friday coming up from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., 2302 Park Lake Drive, Atlanta, Georgia. Come on out. You can register for this event on our link or our website, www.thegiftoflife community home. All right, and it's a WordPress email address.
Shout out to our host church that hosted our toy drive.
Yes.
Reverend Wilson.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Pastor.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to my man that I ain't seen in a whole minute.
Yes. And also, what we did this past week, we were busy. Hope Global Forum with the Bishop T.D. Jakes. Shout out to Miss Georgia. And so I got a chance to see her, and she was on the show before. Not as Miss Georgia, but she was on the show previous. And so we were shouting out to Chan Cessna for winning Miss Georgia. All right. And Mr. Henderson.
Yeah, man, old Roland Martin.
Yeah.
I
Yes. And so, you know, we just had a great day of networking. And so we want to, you know, let y'all know y'all got to get involved with us so y'all can go some of these places that we're going. So if you're interested in joining our membership with the Gift of Life, please do so and get the opportunity to follow us where we're going. Of course, following us on the show. And Mr. Henderson is going to tell us how else to follow us. If you don't already follow us, please share, like the show. We are on Status Network. So if you have of course, go to the App Store. And Mr. Henderson, how can they find us on the internet?
Go to your internet browser. I believe you was trying to say it like this. Go to your internet browser, type in statusnetwork.net. Once you type in statusnetwork.net, go look for the Holistic Cannabis Show.
That's right.
Check this out. Manifest TV, Status Network. That's what it's going to be. All right? Check this out. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're on Roku, we're on Fire Stick, we're on Periscope.
That's right.
On all those platforms, type in Status Network.
Status Network.
Or Manifest TV.
Manifest TV.
And look for the Holistic Cannabis Show.
All of our past shows are there.
There you go. It's gonna hit you in the head like brick, man. We've been doing this almost 4 years. It's gonna hit you in the head with a brick. We all over the internet for real.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you want to call in with your comment, want to tell us something, want to shout out the happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you want to do right now. 470-251-4647. And before all my woke people be like, oh man, why they talking about Christmas? Cause I do got some homeboys that's like that, man. We ain't talking about Christmas all the time, man. Look, man.
Everybody don't celebrate Christmas, but we do it for
we
kids.
We do understand that Christmas is a pagan holiday. We also do understand that December the 25th was not actually Jesus' birthday. Okay, we get that. But now there are certain geographical things that did happen around his birth. And guess what? That can be traced back to with the almanac, that could be traced through historical writings. So there was certain things, positions with the stars. All right. Then you got to know now, you know what I'm saying, December 25th around here, it's usually cold and wintry and snowy. But back then, the scriptures didn't mention anything about snow. So we get that. Now we do pay attention. But to keep in line with the tradition, we picking December 25th too. All right, so y'all lighten up, man. Don't be so hard up on people, man, because this the time that they choose to civilize
and smile.
Right? Smile, man. Lighten up.
That's right.
Y'all take things too serious. Let's have a little fun. There you go.
There you go.
Let's get on.
All right. So while we're having fun, this episode is Christmas and cannabis and the legislation, the end of the year. You know, we're trying to find out what's really happening in the cannabis industry right now. And so we have a quick video on some things that you can do or give to your person or family member or friend that enjoys the holiday season. So after this, we're going to show you and talk more about the gifts for the holiday season. So watch this.
In your life, then you should check out some of my favorite vase, a little flower vase, just something that makes it a design that looks really beautiful and can sit out and be part of your everyday decor. This is the Puffco Proxy. It looks like the kind of pipe that your grandfather might smoke. They designed this. This is the actual part that is the vaporizer. And the real key here is that the whole part of the concentrates is that you need to kind of heat up the concentrates. In most dab rigs, it only heats from the bottom. And what they've done is they call it a 3D chamber. So it heats up all the way around. So it's more of an even concentrate. It comes with this, and you smoke it, you put it in like that, and you smoke it like you would a pipe. But this can fit in any kind of aftermarket glass. They wanted to create a whole smoking ecosystem. So this part is for the concentrates, but if you fancy yourself, you want to switch up and do flower for $34.99, it's sold separately. You can buy this flower bowl that just sets into the top like this, and you can put flower in there, and it's kind of like an old school smoking apparatus. This is the Billy Bubbler. A bubbler is a hybrid pipe bong. There's a little downstem inside that sets into the water. And this was designed by a 5-woman team in Kansas City, Missouri. They do all the earthenware things by hand. If you can see this little indentation here, that's the only indication that it's a smoking device. It's got 3 little holes and it fits about 4 or 5 bowls, and you just put in, I think it's about a 1/4 cup of water in there, and you put your herb in there and you can smoke it like that. This is a pipe. It might look like just a total ordinary everyday pipe. It's from a company called Hoj. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is made of aluminum, and the top comes off like this. There are rare earth magnets that hold the 2 sides together. But what you see when you take the 2 sides off is this textured space that traps the debris and spreads out the smoke as you draw and cools it, kind of like a heat sink in a computer processor. So it cools it down. It is called the kohl, which means cool in Danish. This is the Monogram OG hand roll, pre-rolled joint, and it is a cigar-inspired joint. And what makes it cigar-inspired is that the joint architecture, the way it was designed and rolled, is so that it would burn slowly over multiple sessions the way you would smoke a cigar. It is a $50 joint, but it is 1.5 grams, so it's a pretty hefty piece, and it burns slowly over multiple sessions. So, depending on the kind of person that you're gifting it to, it could be a deal. So this little cone of silicone may not look like it, but it is a pipe. This little piece of metal that comes with it is not just sort of like a key ring to make it portable, but it helps pull off this silicone sleeve, revealing a pipe inside. It is a borosilicate glass pipe, smoked glass. The design element on this is what really made me want to include it in the gift guide. It's got a little ash catcher there. It's just an indentation, so when you're smoking, it catches some of the ash. It's got a little carb on the side, and the indentation here, the bowl that you smoke, and the wonderful little things, these 2 little nubs on the bottom that make it so that it'll sit like that when you want to put it down for a moment. And the great thing is all pipes are portable, but this is even more so because you can fill a fresh bowl of weed and you can just slide it in there and it's safe to go anywhere.
Those were some cool items. Particularly like the coal.
All right. Well, I don't know, smoking is not my thing. So everybody that, indulges in cannabis, you don't have to smoke and you don't have to have the little pre-rolls and stuff like that. But if you are interested in purchasing these items for any of your friends or family members who are 420, these are, hint, hint, some great ideas, right?
Some real good stocking stuffers. It was very reasonably priced. I saw some 48s, I saw some 50s. Mm-hmm. But the hash glow.
That hash glow was nice.
$100.
But it was nice. It was nice.
It was top of the line. It was top of the line, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so what can you tell our audience about hash?
Hash is the collective resin. Mm-hmm. If y'all saw in the video when the guy put the little thing up on top of the stem, that's hash.
Right. The little black piece of leftovers of the cannabis smoke, basically.
The sheets. So like you smoking a device, right? Mm-hmm. Or better yet, I could probably explain it to the people who smoke blunts too. Okay, you know how when you smoke, right? You know the stuff that's left on your fingers, or
the waxy.
If you ever used a pipe or a bong or one hitter, right, to smoke that up. Mm-hmm. After you're done with that, there's a black film of stuff. It looks burnt at the bottom. That's a sheesh.
That's it.
Scrape it out with a little tool, roll it into a ball, put it to the next blunt or the next joint, or
However, goes on and on and on. All right. So y'all heard it here. All right. So we have to also shout out our wonderful December birthdays. We did not forget about you. I am one of them. So shouts out December babies. Yes. All right. And so people born in December, I got to tell you that we are amazing. We are the best friends that you can ever have. We are just so just beneficial as people, so I just shout out to all of my December babies. Aaron Rodgers, we never said that Aaron Rodgers shared birthdays with me, but he does, so Green Bay Packers, they didn't do well this season, but who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl, Mr. Henderson? I'm giving Eagles. Me,
I'm probably seeing the Eagles. The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. See, who want to say the Cowboys, y'all?
Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. They're probably going to be the teams that's going to, I would say, as of right now, based on what all I've seen, man, the Eagles playing some hell of a football. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboys, they know what they do. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't scratch them a little, seat. But, this is the same cycle that we always see from the Cowboys. So, I'm still not just like, oh yeah, man, the Cowboys ain't gonna go to the Super Bowl because, they get to the first round and get kicked out. No matter how good their season is. All right, so you know what I'm saying? Y'all, come on, man. Go over there and sell. Come on, man, and wait your turn, man. You know what I'm saying? You still can get knocked out because in a minute it's gonna be 0-0 all teams. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so who's oh Lord, who's going to the Super Bowl? That is our next topic.
That's a good question.
But we have some wonderful cannabis news. So if you tuned in to find out about what's going on in cannabis, here we go. Let's go. All right, so bipartisan lawmakers urge Biden to back marijuana legalization amid administration scheduling review. All right, so we need him to go ahead and push that. But they're trying to deschedule or review scheduling cannabis, so they're got a halt. So we're in the final push to pass safe banking before Congress' lame duck session ends. All right, so that safe banking is very important for businesses, especially for here in Georgia. All of these cannabis dispensaries are opening
everywhere.
All right, so 2023 key chair indicates that Colombian legalization bill approved. Ohio lawmakers passed marijuana paraphernalia reform and New York business verification tools. Final KS or Kansas medical cannabis meeting. All right, so go and check that out. These articles are posted all over the internet. All right, and so there's a new study that says cannabis products associated with quality of life improvements in patients with post-traumatic stress. Patients show statistically significant improvements in a variety of domains, including sleep, anxiety, and stress relief. All right. So that's what there you go. Analysis, medical cannabis access associated with reduced alcohol sales. So what's happening here? The cannabis is pushing alcohol and alcoholism out the park, out of here. Each cannabis sales dollar was associated with an average alcohol sales reduction between 74 cents and 84 cents, the study determined. And we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, because you'd rather be full of that bud than full of that Budweiser.
There you go. A new study of consumption of commercially available CBD products associated with perceived improvements in pain, anxiety, sleep, and well-being. Your investigators concluded the well-being, anxiety, sleep, disturbance, and pain significantly improved among those assigned to a CBD product relative to controls. All right, and so there's a new review that says evidence lacking for supposed cannabis hangover effects. Overall, it appears that there is a limited scientific evidence to support the assertion that cannabis use impairs next day performance, researchers concluded. What do you think, Ms. Anderson? I think you get the best sleep ever, and you wake up the next morning, you're refreshed. Like nothing ever, like no hangover.
It's not the typical hangover that you would get like you've been up drinking Henny all night.
Right, alcohol is different.
Kind of hangover, but I do know that after some edibles, people say that the next day they're kind of groggy in the head. I do know that the next day after certain strains, right, if you smoke heavy the night before and then you go lay down, when you wake up, you still kind of,
Well, it depends because
for some people, now that don't happen for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people can wake up and be good.
Right.
So it basically depends on what the conditions was, I think, before you lay down.
Right, and also your route of administration, because that tells the shelf life or in the body, the digestive process of the cannabinoids into or out of your system. So say, for instance, you eat an edible, all right? An edible usually have a long life of 8 hours. So you will be considered, if you're only asleep for 6 hours, you're going to still wake up with that still feeling of that high, depending on the cannabinoid, the route of administration, and your body's, the way that it processes cannabis. If you have a high tolerance for cannabis, you won't feel anything the next day. If you don't have a high tolerance and you're a beginner, then you probably will. And that's why we help everybody understand that. We educate people over at the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. And you also find out your type of body resistance and tolerance to cannabis so that you will be more informed. It's not a whole totality, it's a bio-individual effect. So right. Yes, definitely they need to do more research, more study, and get more education. All right. So next, what do we have? All right, so we do have a video about the alcohol usage that has gone down because of the cannabis use. So we're gonna watch that quick video, and then we'll be right back to talk about more.
The holiday season is here, and to battle the stresses, many Americans are turning to cannabis to de-stress. A new report from the CBD Oracle showed that close to 70% of the persons polled plan to use cannabis over the holidays. Close to 50% said they'd be willing to share their marijuana with their family as well. 2/3 also said they'll be choosing marijuana over alcohol. While this is awesome to hear, what isn't great is hearing that only 27% said they won't drive using cannabis. While researchers are attributing this to mixing with alcohol, this is a special time of the year for everyone, for young and old. So let's care for each other and enjoy it safely. While we highly endorse a high holiday, whatever you imbibe, don't go out and drive. Happy holidays, everyone.
All right, so y'all heard it here. Have a safe holiday, and if you're going to drink or smoke or do both, make sure you don't drive and you be careful. Everyone wants to see the new year, and you know, this time of the year there's a lot of deaths, there's a lot of stress, and so we have some specific strains, and we have the strain of the year. Mr. Henderson, go ahead and tell them about that new strain, or that strain that was the most popular for the year.
The strain that was most popular of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a lot of strains popular this year. Right?
Yes.
It was a lot of strains popular.
Yes.
But from what I know and what I think the Runts strain was still one of the most popular strains. You know, you had the white Runts, the Russian Runts.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so many different indica strains out there. I haven't been to the Cannabis Cup, but I'm still waiting on my guy to come back to me with the information on the Cannabis Cup. At the Cannabis Cup, that's where they actually announce what the actual strain is for the year.
Well, we have a photo of that. What is that strain of the year?
I don't know what the strain of the year for 2022 gonna be. But
drum roll.
Let's see. I wish I had one of the things on top of my head, like on social media. Your strain type is. Ooh.
Oh.
Wait. That one right there is called jealousy. All right. Jealousy has a calming effect. All right. Now the thing is, it's low THC. All right. It's a hybrid strain. This was 2022 Leafly's pick for strain of the year. All right, now this strain is 18% THC. It's not registering any CBDs, but in the caraphyllene.
Yes, what's caraphyllene? I know my students know.
It's high there.
There you go.
Caraphyllene.
It's good for pain.
People usually take it when they have issues with chronic pain, you know, like back pain, muscle spasms, tumors and such. But users who use this product reported feeling giggly, relaxed, and talkative. They talk your head off. Some people don't need that strain right there. The flavors kind of put you in the mind of something like peppery, you know, like black pepper, kind of earthy, and plum. All right. What this strain helps with now is 12% out of 100 reported that this strain helped them with PTSD. All right. Arthritis, 8% of the people said that it helped them with arthritis, and anxiety, 21% reported helping with anxiety. So if you're a person that suffers from anxiety or PTSD, you know, you want something that's going to not exactly put you down like a nighttime strain, but it's not going to exactly have you hyped up like a sativa strain, then this hybrid strain is yours.
There you go.
And it's Leafly's pick. Jealousy is a hybrid weed strain made by crossing Sherbert VX1 with Gelato 41. All right? Jealousy is known for its balancing effect. Reviewers on Leafly who have smoked this strain says it makes them feel mentally relaxed but physically energetic. Remember, not too much in the couch, but not too up and go. Jealousy tests high to the 20s in terms of THC percentage. It's ideal for experienced cannabis consumers. The dominant terpene of this strain is carophyllene. Say it with me, y'all. Carophyllene, which is often associated with a fuel aroma. It kind of smell like gas. All right, so
that's what the dogs are trying to sniff out.
Right, it's carophyllene.
Carophyllene.
So
all strains have carophyllene.
Right. All right. There's also limonene and myrcene. All right. Limonene. Pine.
No, limonene is your lemon citrusy flavor.
Yeah. Lemony citrusy. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And myrcene, which is
your pain. It's more of your.
All right. And sometimes linalool, which is
your lavender. So relaxation.
All right. And humulene, which is
also great for relaxation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See. Reviewers tell Leafly that jealousy tastes earthy and funky. Medical marijuana patients say they buy this strain when they're feeling symptoms of mild stress. Jealousy was originally bred, now go Google this, by Seed Junkie Genetics.
All right, so know your farmers, know your genetics, know where your cannabis is grown, and that can keep you away from a lot of bad reactions and bad reviews for cannabis, because we don't want to, give it a bad rep.
The more you know, the more you grow. And what we was just talking about, carophyllene, right? It give you that peppery, right? See that? The limonene was the citrus that you was talking about, and the myrcene was the herbal that you was talking about. Look at you!
I am the doctor.
Cannabis lady.
Cannabis doc. There you go. All right, so you all heard it here on the Holistic Cannabis Show. We want you to join in so you can get this information as well, and so you can come up with your own strain. Strains are being patented every day. So the way that you grow your cannabis and what cannabinoids you use versus the terpenes that you use determine the strain names. So we want you all to go ahead and get enrolled. We do have a chapter of the Gift of Life, which is the overseer of the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science in Dallas now, so that we will be able to do remote classes in Dallas and California. So we're trying to move along and get these classes going. And if you want to start a board, you can do so also. We also are getting ready for classes all over January the 7th. If you want to take a Zoom class, if you want to do the remote in person in your city or state, please give us a call. The number to be reached is 404-631-6360. Our advantages in our classes are that we are trusted. We are the source of cannabis medicine, medical cannabis, and have resources. We have easy process to get enrolled, and we're more professional. So come on and enroll today. 30% discount if you are a member of the Gift of Life Community Home. So please go ahead and enroll in that class. All right, we're having a job fair, a career expo on for 2023. That will be January the 10th. Find your dream career within the organization and the school. So if you have any administration, any skills in, recruiting, we are looking for you. Any people who want to join our agriculture department, our medical cannabis department, please give us a call or register at the website, thegiftoflifecommunityhome.wordpress.com/employment. So, myth versus facts, Mr. Henderson, what are they?
CBD can get you high. Nah, man, CBD can't get you high. Then they'll turn around and say, man, all CBD is made the same way. No, it's not. You got cold press. Yeah, no, it's not. It's impossible to fail a drug test from hemp CBD. I can do as much of this stuff as I want to, and it's impossible. No, that's not true either. It's uncommon, right? But it is possible. And mainly going to be people who work in the transportation industry can attest. But it's because of the panel test that they're using to test. They only test for the cannabinoids.
That's right.
And they don't test positive for cannabinoids.
Right. All right. So you heard it here. And we want to ensure that you're well educated. Again, signing up with our partners and our sponsors to Gift of Life Community Home in your state can get you educated at a discount price starting January 7th. And Mr. Henderson, what do you have on credit? I know you have these wonderful sweatshirts that you're giving out. Tell us about that.
When you become a member of the Gift of Life Community Home, you will receive a Ask Me How I Can Raise Your Credit score. You know why you get that? Not because I want you to ask me. Because when you join as a membership, you also become certified in credit report disputing, which means that you will know how to fix your own credit, which means that you can help your friends and your family fix their credit, right? Now, here's the thing. It's going to be Christmas time. And everybody knows that Christmas is the time when most people go heavily deep in debt. Right? Credit reports go from 700 to 500 to next month because of Christmas. All right? People get evicted because it's Christmas time and they end up spending their rent money. So when January comes, they got their rent. And on the 15th, they get their letter.
Or their mortgage. So that's
well, see, the thing with a mortgage is a little different. All right, if you find yourself overspending these holidays, you can always call your mortgage lender and see if they will give you a deferment. All right, a deferment is where they will take the payment that you missed and put it to the end of the loan, thereby extending the terms of the loan. Right,
which extends the interest rate too.
Well, yeah, because that's usually how it goes, though. You know, when you're dealing with financial stuff, yeah, expect to pay a fee. All right, but it's that's usually how it goes.
Okay.
And so y'all just hold on.
All right. So you heard it here again. nthcredit.net. He does this wonderful dance. Y'all got to go and find him on Instagram so y'all can see the dance he does. All right, so again, big shouts out to Peachtree NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. I will be joining the board next month. Also, if you are in need of a doctor, that is me. I'm Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and this is my business card. I do now have a POPL, so I feel so, happy to be able to, have this digital connection now. So yeah, you can just click on the screen and there you go. Pull up my information and I get your information and I'll contact you. If you want to enroll in the classes, you can contact me by going and clicking on that POPL and going directly to my business card. You can pull up all of my information and there you have it. That part. All right. So we are, again, happy that you all joined us. And if you ever have any questions or concerns about cannabis, we normally talk about all of the health benefits, all of the things you can do for your body, the Gift of Life, our wonderful sponsors, and how we do actually have cannabis in our regimens for our people who have health issues. So from everybody from seizures to epilepsy is seizures, but cancer to your pain management, we can help you get to the bottom line and what cannabis products you want. All right, so big shouts out to my wonderful friend Valerie Valdepina. She is going to be the executive director for Peachtree Normal. So we want to shout her out and wish her well wishes for the next 2 years. All right? And we will be working close together and informing the public about what we're doing. So if you're not a member yet of Peachtree Normal, go ahead and get your membership so that you can go where we're going and get this reform for these laws squared away. All right, Mr. Henderson, you have anything else to say?
Shout out to Takeoff. Hey man, I've been seeing that Unkin Few joint. Been circulating around on social media. People talking about let's get it. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm starting to like that right there. I'm feeling that.
Okay.
So I think people did that to keep Takeoff music in circulation. Right.
All right, so shouts out to our Atlanta rappers.
Shout out to the Migos. Shout out to the Migos. But say, man, the way that this story unfolded, man, that was tragic. That was tragic. Hey, man. Y'all gotta watch your frenemies, man.
Frenemies. That's what they
frenemies,
call.
man.
Did you
Look
ever
out
hear
for
anything about Shaquille situation that we're talking about?
They locked them folks up. They had a warrant for their arrest.
For everyone or for just the two? Or the
Girl,
Yeah, they ain't arresting everybody.
it was a girl and a dude too, I think.
another girl and another guy?
The witness.
Okay.
Right.
The person who was recording the video.
Mexico had a warrant for them.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Mexico had a warrant for their arrest, and so they were picked up on those charges. So we'll see what's going on in Mexico. There's still a lot going on in Mexico. They did go legal with the cannabis, and they just put their president in jail or something like that. So,
That was at another country in South America.
oh, okay,
Where
okay.
they've been like busting the politicians for
Oh, yeah,
corruption.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
It's
We're going to research that some more and talk about it next.
out there.
Next week we will not be available. Next week is Christmas, so we'll see you all the week after, Lord's will. And we want to thank you all again for watching the show. We hope you all learned a lot and enjoyed the show. And until the next time, we'll see you again. Happy holidays and peace.
Oh,